friends, welcome to OAWA's weekly update on key events from the global and domestic financial markets. We begin with some good news on the inflation front. This week, as per data released by the government, CPI inflation fell to a 25-month low of 4.25% for the month of May 2023. Decline in food basket prices and fuel prices led the fall overall. So, what implication does this have for interest rates? In our last week's video, you may recall we reported that the RBI Monetary Policy Committee unanimously decided to keep the key repo rate unchanged at 6.5%. After this latest CPI inflation data, analysts expect that RBI will remain on extended pause subject to global growth prospects, central bank actions, and domestic growth prospects. Moving on to the global front, while India is experiencing good GDP growth and low inflation, world over many countries are grappling with just the opposite. New Zealand is one such case. After the most aggressive interest rate tightening by the Reserve Bank of New Zealand to control inflation, where the official cash rate or the OCR was hiked from 0.25% to 5.5% in 20 months, the economy has now tipped into a technical recession with 2 quarters of negative GDP growth, minus 0.7% in December 2022 and minus 0.2% in March 2023. Inflation, however, still runs hot at 6.7% in the first quarter of 2023. Let's now turn to look at the world's largest economy. The US too continues to worry about inflation. In its meeting conclusion announcement on 14 June, the US Federal Reserve decided to hit a pause after a series of rate hikes, keeping key interest rate at 5.15%, allowing more time for the impact to fully permeate the economy and examine incoming data. However, it sounded hawkish by indicating that there is a strong possibility of implementing further rate increases later this year. The reason for this could be because, as the Fed says, inflation is surprisingly persistent and labor market remains strong. Finally, we end with yet another achievement for India's financial markets and more specifically the RBI. India's Reserve Bank Governor Shaktikanta Das has added yet another feather in his cap by winning the Governor of the Year award at Central Banking Awards 2023 in London. A statement released by the organizers said that Das's tenure, which began in 2018, has been marked by a series of grave challenges, starting with the collapse of a major non-bank firm, moving through the first and second waves of the coronavirus, and then in 2022, Russia's invasion of Ukraine and its inflationary impact. The RBI governor has cemented critical reforms, overseen world-leading payments innovation, and steered India through difficult times with a steady hand and well-crafted turn of phrase. Yes, indeed. That's it from our side this week. See you again next week. Do like, share, subscribe to our channel, and visit our website www.oawa.in for information about our courses.